So first of all, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you do so well today?
We woke up at 6 and then we went to the radio station. I think it's called NPO Radio 2. And we played White Tiger and I had an interview. It was really lovely.
Nice.
Yeah.
So before we go about your new album and your EP, where did you grow up and how was it?
I grew up in between London and then I grew up in the Middle East and then boarding school. So I really enjoyed it. Like I was meant to go to the Middle East for a holiday because my dad worked out there and I ended up loving it so much I stayed.
Because how old were you when you went to boarding school?
I was 11 or 12, if I remember. 11, yeah.
Wow. And how long did you stay there?
I literally stayed there for like 2 years.
2 years.
It wasn't like, a long time.
And what was your first memory where you got like in contact with the like music where you were just like, oh my god, this is so cool?
It was when I was in boarding school. Because I got there, I didn't really think about, I chose to go there because my brother went there. Because obviously my parents are working abroad and he was like, I really want to do well with my education and all that stuff. And I was like, I really miss him, so I'm going as well. And I got there and I was like, oh, okay, I didn't really think about this. And then I saw a piano and the headmaster, he had this love for music as well. And so I would play with him. Yeah. And it made me feel like I was at home somehow. And then, yeah, I think that's when I started to really enjoy music. So if I was ever homesick, subconsciously I'd play music.
So by that time, were you also writing your own music already or just singing?
I think I was trying, but it wasn't any good. I think I was just like singing, and we were doing like covers, like the Fugees, like "Killing Me Softly" or Aretha Franklin or something, or trying to do it. You know?
Well, that's fair because how old were you then? 12? So
yeah.
That's very heavy for such a young girl.
I know.
You would be singing like the Spice Girls or something.
No, I like that as well. I really enjoyed that, but I think it's because like basically he was great at piano. Amazing, and he had this little songbook and he'd play whatever he played. He just gave me lyrics and he was just like teaching it to me, and so it was whatever his influences were, I guess. I'd hand it to him, sort of thing. And he was older, so he liked all these things. So
So how old were you when you started writing your own songs?
I think I was when they turned into proper songs. I'd say about 14 or 15 when I was like, but. Still, I couldn't finish a song at 15. I didn't know how to finish one. It would be like a verse and maybe, I don't know what it was, but it was some sort of song. Yeah. But when I was younger, I'd write poems and stuff.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So did it like flow out of like writing poems and then into, was that like a process or is it just like by accident?
I think most girls write poems when they're younger, don't they? Like, I don't know, they just say like have diaries and stuff, you know. So yeah, it turned into that, and then obviously met him and he was playing piano and I was like, oh, this is cool, and then tried to put the two together, I guess. Nice. And then now it's just more songwriting, and I can't even remember the last time I've written a poem. I feel like I want to go back to doing that again. Nice.
So how old were you when you was like, okay, this is a thing I really wanted to do, or did that moment even come?
You know what? It crept up on me. I didn't even see it coming. It was just random. It was... I just found myself always, running up to my room and doing something. Yeah. I've never talked to anyone about my feelings. I'll just run up to my room and play something until someone told me to stop.
Yeah, but did you already perform by that age?
No, not really. I mean, it was little stuff like, so when I went to that particular school, I got called into the office and I thought I was in trouble because I just have like a mischievous face, like even though I'm a goody two-shoes. And she just said like, oh, I heard you sing, can you do Amazing Grace in Assembly? And I was like, okay, didn't think about it. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm like this new girl, everyone's gonna take piss out of me if I do badly. And it went all right, because the whole school sung along with me, so it was fine.
That's nice.
So I think that was probably the first ever performance I did.
And then we're gonna like fast forward a little bit. Okay. Then we're in 2013.
Ooh,
That's the big year where a lot happened. With the first thing was you performing at this IluvLive,
IluvLive,
IluvLive festival, yeah. And by that time, were you already like considering to make singing like a thing you wanted to do professionally, or?
Basically, I'd left school and it'd been like 6 months. I didn't really do much with myself. I mean, I was working, like, just like a side job sort of thing in a shop. And I was at home, like, writing the songs and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I kind of want to do this. Like, don't really know what I'm doing. And then my mum was just like, you need to finish a song and you should do this. And then I went to the IluvLive and then I did the performance. And then after that, suddenly I went back home to my guitarist, because we used to live together. And I was like, oh my God, like, I'm serious, like, we got to do this. Like, that felt amazing.
So it was that performance that like made everything roll.
Yeah, it did. It was like, yeah, I actually want to take this seriously, because before I was like, yeah, I like music, you know.
Yeah.
and then I was like, yeah, I actually want to do this.
Nice, because Emily was there, and Naughty Boy.
Yeah.
And did they immediately approach you after that performance, or was it like later on?
It was immediately after, and they were really, really cool. They were really, really nice. I was just, it was a good thing they didn't come up to me before, otherwise I would have been really intimidated.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were really cool, and I was just really shocked, and because I went from just sitting in my room to doing this, and then I saw them, and I was just like, okay. But they were really nice, and it's really cool that they come to support other artists. It's a really cool thing.
So, and then after that, you made your EP.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you, because I think you made that EP like by yourself, like it was an independent project?
No, it wasn't just by myself. Well, technically it was an independent project.
Mm-hmm.
But I wrote it with my guitarist, and because we used to travel a lot together, you know, to Paris or whatever, and just for jokes, like, we used to jam, like, in the sunshine or in a park, and then we started writing this EP after that open mic.
Because that whole EP is, like, acoustic. So Is that how that came, like, you were just jamming and you were just like, we're gonna make, like, an EP out of this, what we're doing?
Well, I think we were still figuring out how to write songs.
Yeah.
So we were just like, well, guitar, voice, piano, okay, this is what we know for now. Let's not try, you know, too much. Let's just get to know who we are as people and as musicians, and just have fun and make it really simple and just make it all about the song. So I think that's why it was acoustic.
Nice. So because that EP was called Coolbeanz, where did that title come from?
I just used to say it a lot. And I didn't know what to call it. And it was just all willy-nilly, so I was just like, oh, just Coolbeanz.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Because your original name is Isobel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did Izzy Bizu come from?
Well, Izzy's just a nickname for Isobel, ever since I was little. And then Bizu's actually my middle name. It sounds French, but it's not. It's Ethiopian, and it means too much. Which makes sense. But yeah. But it's funny when we go to France because everyone thinks it means kiss. I'm like, oh, it's cool.
Nice. So, and then how would you describe, if you had to describe Coolbeanz to someone, what does the sound of Coolbeanz sound like?
It's quite happy. It's quite summery. It's the sort of thing you want to put on in the park. And it's just really, it's quite honest and innocent and childlike. Yeah. Sort of thing.
Because it reminded me a little bit of Corinne Belleray.
Oh wow, thank you.
Yeah, it really did. Yeah,
she's really good. Thank you.
Because talking about her, who are your biggest influence when it comes to your music?
So funny because I get compared to her a lot, but I'd only listen to one song of hers, and then people start comparing it, and then I started listening to her album, and it's blew my mind. So I love her, and I love Amy Winehouse, and Marvin Gaye. And Gregory Forster. I heard a session that he did with MPO.
Really? What did you think of it?
Oh my God. How does he sing like that at 8:30 in the morning? I can't.
People probably have the same with you.
No. That was something else. Like, honestly, like, they were like, yeah, Gregory Forster was in this. I was like, what? And then he played it. I was like, oh, he's so good.